Torg and Elliott, QFM 96.
Well, you know what today is? Today is International Women's Day.
And it's Women's History Month on top of it.
So we got to have a guest on today. So let's talk to our former president, number 45, President Trump. Good morning.
Hey. Good morning, board and eats a lot. It's your favorite and rightful president, 45, as you said. Should be 46 right now, soon to be 47. What do you guys do for fun up there in Ohio? Is it true you play the train derailment drinking game?
No.
I mean, come on. The weather's horrible up there. You got to get down to Florida. I'd also like to wish the lovely Christy a very happy National Women's History Month and a happy International Women's Day.
Oh, well, thank you, former President Trump.
I had a dream about you last night, sweetheart.
Really?
Oh, yeah, it was an elevator dream.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we were strangers standing next to each other in the elevator.
Now, is this going where I think it is, sir?
I looked over at you, I smiled, the elevator stopped, then I squeezed out a silent but deadly right there as I walked out to my floor.
Well, I didn't see that one coming.
Look, I'm not here to share fantasy dreams. I'm here to talk about Women's History Month.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm an expert on the women. You know that, right?
Yeah.
We need to celebrate and honor all women because I love the ladies. I love when they wear high heels. I love when they kiss each other. I love them so much, especially the good-looking ones. Christy's a solid 7, 7.5. Okay, maybe an 8 in very low lighting.
Thank you, sir.
Remember, nobody gives out backhanded compliments better than me. That I can tell you.
Besides Jerry. Well, former President Trump, what exactly makes you an expert on women's history? Where did you receive your accreditation?
Trump University.
Oh, well, that figures.
It's where I earned my PhD in lady business. Beautiful 6-year program. Tremendous program. The curriculum's amazing. It's a damn shame a bunch of frivolous lawsuits shut it down. Denied a lot of people a good education. But anyways, back to the women.
Yes, back to the women.
You know, women have done so much over the centuries, and I don't need to tell you this, Christy, but I don't just mean providing heirs to royal thrones. Women are so much more than baby makers. They really are. Christy agrees with me. I think we all remember the wise words of Dr. Oz. Do you remember what he said, Elliot? No, of course you don't. You don't retain info unless it's in the form of a good novel or a whiskey label. Dr. Oz once said, those who don't study their women's history are condemned to repeat it. And sadly, there have been so many hysterical women in our country who have gone almost completely unrecognized.
Well, you know what, former President Trump, why don't you go ahead, recognize some of them for us, and give us examples.
Please don't tell me what to do, Torg. You're not in charge, okay? I don't care if you have top billing or not on that show. Do you deal with all this all the time, Jerry? He likes to call the shots, doesn't he? 10 years now, he gets a little comfortable, doesn't he? Acting all high and mighty like Meatball Ron. Ron DeSantis flush. Doesn't he?
President Trump, enough of insulting me. Can we go ahead with the women of history or whatever you want to, whatever you're going to ramble on?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Like a roast or something.
Yes.
Geez, you whine like DeSantis, too. Sorry, Christy. I can't believe all the attitude I'm getting from him on your special day.
Can we get to the unsung women of history, sir?
Yes, today we talk about Margaret von Warden. You know who she is?
No.
No, of course not. She was a pioneer in the science of the way women behave. Margaret von Warden, the first woman to ever say nothing's wrong when clearly something was wrong. Something a lot was wrong. She was also the first broad to mutter the words, I don't want to talk about it, when clearly she wanted to talk about it, but only when the man was about to fall asleep after a long day of work. I hate when women do that. I want to talk about it. Margaret was also the first wife to ever say to her husband, I can't have sex with you because I'm on my period. You know what? Obviously, she was lying because he was doing the math. She said the same excuse 12 days earlier. This gal was a real piece of work, so she should be recognized.
Okay. Well, we've got time for just one more history-making woman, sir.
Christy's the timekeeper.
Yes.
Well, you can't mention women's history without mentioning the great Amelia Earhart. You can't do it. By the way, fun fact, Amelia Earhart was Dale Earhart's great-grandmother. Yeah. I guess the thirst for speed and adventure runs through the bloodline in that family very strongly. So strong it'll make your head spin.
No, sir, listen, a different last name. You mean Dale Earnhardt.
Is there an annoying echo on the line? Because I just said that.
No, you said Earhart, Amelia Earhart.
Interrupting morning host says what?
What?
Anyway, Amelia Earhart was the first lady pilot.
Whatever.
First one. I always thought the first lady in an airplane was a stewardess.
Wait. Don't you mean flight attendant?
Oh, you're cute when you're woke, Christy.
Okay, look at that. We're out of time, sir.
However, like
We're out of
most
time.
women, she got lost. Amelia did. She got big time lost over the Bermuda Triangle. Personally, I like women who don't get lost. That's just me. Again. Historians like to point out that if she would have stayed in the kitchen like the women of her time, she would have never gone missing. But that's neither here nor there.
Goodbye, sir.
President
See
Trump.
ya.
Later, Dorkin, idiot.
It's the best of Torg and Elliott. That's not saying much. On QFM 96.